All right, so back to this. Yeah. What part is this? I think 45, ish. But yeah, um, there's that, right? Big thing being it's actually been kind of a few days since I recorded this. I believe last I recorded was Tuesday, and now it's Friday. And now it's just because I've been busy these past 2 days, haven't been able to. In fact, funny enough, I made a black screen video regarding the continuation of the Blue Skies, hiatus for, it should actually be up. I think after this video, this is going to be my last video before the hiatus. Not able to do it this weekend, but, is what is, right? But again, the hiatus video there, so I'll do that, and there'll be no issue in terms of yeah, but basically I had that pre-recorded, so but that was only like 10 minutes, so I just didn't have the time to commit to like a fucking, in fact, this one might only end up being 40. It's already 8:44, right? Again, I'd say I like barely had enough time to start this. Because again, it's just been, yeah, with work and stuff. But again, I didn't even think I'd get this time to begin with, so it's still good, right? And the big thing there is that's like, again, February 17th, that's the date, right? That the hiatus ends. So what it comes down to there is, once that rolls around, then should be good. But I guess up until that point, yeah, not gonna be able to. And again, the highest video will be up after this, but yeah, this will be the last one before then. I'm already declaring that because I know I won't be able to do it this weekend, right? Damn. I have this is a bit of a side, so okay, when I play this, right, I'm on my laptop in my room, right, sitting down on my chair. I usually wear sandals around the house, the apartment. But obviously, my room's like carpeted, so I take off my sandals and like, just kind of like rest my feet, right? I'm looking at my foot right now, and I had an old blister that I had to like pop and get rid of, and now I have a new one forming up like inside of it. It just feels really. I don't know why I even bothered saying that, but it was just that was what's kind of on my mind. The game distracted there, and again, this is where. So yeah, January 31st is where we last played, but this is where we were at, right? That's the big thing there. This is where we were at. You know, they just had this scene, right? Which is again, them now they're officially a thing, right? And then also Act Three, and then well, actually, where do we? And again, this is and then again, this was in the club, right? So, and then it's now just after they're established, now I guess he has a day off, right? But again, the big thing there is going to be, and what'll be most interesting to see, how what Sayori ends up doing, right? How she deals with that there. That's going to be what's most interesting, right? Again, given obviously everything we know about her. That'll be again, that's what I've been looking for. And it seems as though they're going in that direction, right? Funny enough, pretty much ever since, to the Christmas party, right? And kind of things that have happened afterwards. But it'll just be really interesting to see, what they end up doing with her. But again, I guess we'll have to play through it to see, right? So it's been a while since I haven't made plans. And I mean, that is also a big feel there. Like sometimes, right? Especially with like how I guess it's ever since he joined the club, right? He's actually doing shit during the week. Crazy concept, right? You know, again, it's something to where like you're in a pretty good position when it's something to where you just sometimes need a weekend to like chill, not really do anything. It shows you're like making the most and taking advantage of it, right? But it's always good to take these what would you call it? Breaks every once in a while. So join a single club can do. I mean, yeah, especially one where, it's a close knit group of friends, right? So, like, or if it's just one that takes up a lot of time. But again, that's, it's the former there, right? You staying on the weekends again, and that's the big thing because that's what it was before, right? Again, I'd say I currently have this issue, but that's just mostly due to my work as opposed to like anything else. Like before, like I'd be doing shit during the week. It's just like again, the current line of work don't really have a choice, right? Again. I can barely do these, so what should I do? Five possibilities. Damn, dude, it's not that serious. Question. That's a good start, right? Minty taste. Yeah, orange juice. Don't drink that. Foray into the world of cooking. So recipes: egg rice. Don't fucking burn the house down, dude. See if it actually is. Dude, you have nothing to go off of. Holy shit. It's been a while since I'm just doing yeah, it's like, dude, like for breakfast, that's why I'm like, no, there's zero chance anybody actually fucking makes that because of how long it takes. Like, just actually think about it, right? Like, think about it, how long it would take there actually just to make that. It's like, because you're waiting on the cooker and then you have to like actually do shit with it. So he's like, oh, I burned the house. Oh, never mind. All right. Mouth feels kind of slimy, taste is there. Okay, so taste that makes it seem like it's not pretty good because you're just saying okay it's slimy but the taste is there, so but you're not saying that that's a good taste, right? How badly could I make it next time I'm too lazy and make something more complex? Well, you probably fucked it up, right? It's got to be more healthy than it is. I mean, you're easy, like eggs are like legit like a superfood unironically, and then rice is pretty good too, right? As long as you're not eating a crazy amount of it. Breakfast, guess answer my question. The same where people connected by same. Well, isn't it daytime? Like, okay, damn, that's crazy. Wait, so how would you like? How do you know this? Like, unless they had like a conversation, or he's just going off assumption. Countless books. Yeah, it's like I guess even on his own right, he's taking that time to read verse. So I'm like, don't even bother giving me a fucking pick or choice there, right? But I'm already feeling restless again, and it's like it's sometimes you have a good reading session, sometimes you don't. It's about concentration. Like if you're restless, then don't bother. Seems to be a bit elusive. Interestingly, pull a stream of consciousness style of narration to them, not used to reading. So it's like, oh, this is my conscience, right? Who gets bored? Probably. It's not like she's some inhuman reading machine. Some writers she dislikes. The type of person souls. I mean, or you could just stop and take a break. Like, then you're just basically wasting that, right? So at least then come back to the book later with fresh eyes. Damn, I wonder who he's gonna meet during his walk. It's almost like it always happens. It's a weird day, it's sunny. Damn, it's not sunny out, but again, chilly, yeah. Sunshine lights up uniform. Yeah, I'm like, it's not sunny though. Hue fluorescent lights seem strangely crystalline. Again, it's cold, right? You can probably see in your breath. Just my sweater. Okay, probably never mind if he's just going sweater. People have crazy cold tolerances. I'll never be able to reach the level of girls who are scorching freezing weather. They probably don't want to, they just want to like I guess look the part still, right? Or they don't have a choice in that. It's like, oh, I'm fucking like again, Uh I'd say I'm not really tall, even though I grew up in the Midwest where we have like basically four seasons, right? I don't really have the greatest cold tolerance, you know. Mm. Right. I also don't have the craziest heat tolerance either. You know, I'd say I have slightly better heat tolerance, but the big thing with cold is that you can always like layer up, right? There's no real limit. It's usually people who don't have adequate like cold weather gear for whatever. Like you can't just walk out. Like you got the dudes because the inverse of that, right, is you got dudes who wear like freaking hoodies and shorts. It's like okay, this girl looks like she's walking her dog. Damn, I wonder who it is. Is that who the fuck is she or literally who is this? I know we've seen them in the mod before. This is what, one of Monica's friends, right? Why the fuck are they being introduced now? They literally have not been a part of this for the entire fucking game. Why are they all of a sudden being introduced now? What's up? Didn't know you live this close to me. Yeah, me neither. Friggin' also, that's a big ass dog, bro. Like comparative to the size of her, right? So there, I wouldn't say I live too. Then how fucking far out are you? So you take really long walks. Well, shit, your dog's getting tired, bro. You need to go on and run with Emmy. It's the our girl, right? So if I'd be able to keep up with her, yeah, that's a fucking terrible idea. Hey, the real question is she a pace pusher? If she's a pace pusher, terrible idea, right? But if she doesn't push pace, that's the big thing with running, right? You always have pace pushers. Just my dog really likes being outside. Again, both me and my dog exercise. No way your dog likes being outside. It's way too fucking fat and then thick with the fur coat to actually be able to handle that. Well, I guess it is fucking, cold out. You really named it Mochi? Cheerfully response, wagging his tail. Like, you really named your fucking dog that? That's a cute name. I'm like, it's literally ice cream. This looks too. He's really huge. He's just a ball of white fur. What the fuck? Oh, Sammy is. That's the breed. Gigantic blobs of white mochi. That's a terrible reasoning, like naming for the naming scheme of your dog, right? Maybe if you squint real hard and have terrible vision. Maybe if you're blind, just know how to appreciate dogs' emotions. Yeah, you don't know how to actually name your fucking dog. Enjoying Sundays while you're gonna pop back in your nasty otaku den after this. Well, A, it's not even sunny out. B is like, well, shit, what have you been doing this whole time? Like, let's be real here. You talk mad game, but it's like, okay, let's take a look at what you're doing, right? Decide to take a walk. I have a nasty otaku den. When you call yourself an otaku, here's the thing: you don't need to explain it, right? This is the issue because if you explain it, you're just cementing it, right? So like, just because, okay, yeah, 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 you're not, A, you're not gonna change. B, you just make it seem like you are. So like the correct response would be like, okay, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, sure, whatever you say, all it's about me, but it's like, you're the one out here walking your talk on a weekend as opposed to doing anything else, right? It's like, let's see what your social life is like. Let's be real here. Forget the games. Game. I want to damn, that's correct. Dude, like it doesn't take a genius to figure this out. This isn't like a massive, like deductive, like reasoning skill. Like you're not really doing anything by like hiding it, right? Or like, you know, it's something to where it's not that you can't really hide. It's more so just like, you know, they would just you like assume anyway. So it's like this isn't like, and it's also not that big of a deal. So it's like, I don't even know what I don't confiscate the manga you're in class. Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. She's the freaking homeroom rep, not Maka's friend. Look, that sounds like a you problem. Don't fucking how about you mind your own business and then I mind mine. Such a chill class rep. But here's the thing, that's actually a legit issue with like students, fucking power tripping over that shit, right? Or not really. I haven't okay, maybe it's more of an issue there, right? On the east, but you know, I'd say for the west, it'd mostly be like, club stuff, right? You know, we don't even really have class reps. I can't like think of we have like I guess valedictorians, but that's like, a end of the year one time like ceremonial thing. It's not like, but again, the big thing is like power tripping over that, right? So you swap manga with your buddies, you might find, okay, damn, that's crazy. Who modifies? Yeah, that's why I'm like, dude, no one in the fucking school, like, I don't understand the point of uniforms. No one's gonna fucking wear it the same. Like, literally nobody. Also, why the fuck are you still wearing it? It's the weekend. You know, it's like I get it. You're the highest rep. You don't need to live the part 24/7. Hang out, don't mind. Yeah, it's like shut the fuck up. How about you sit your ass down, get out, like and leave. Don't fucking intrude on my walk. Let's see, I'm just teasing you. That's 100% cope. You're coping right there. A cram school or something. Yeah, it's like that's why you form out on a Saturday, huh? It's just a habit. That sounds like a terrible. What did your old school mandate? It's like it's just an excuse because they didn't want to make a character sprite, right? But it's like what habit? Really prestigious that required everyone to wear. That's not like how would they even catch you though? So soon was it okay? But here's the thing: how would they even catch you though? Like I don't even understand. When you're just hanging outside school too, that's how would they even catch you with that? Like if you're literally just hanging out at a friend's house or our conducts both in and out of school. That I hate people who are like that. It's like, dude, people have lives outside of what they do, for work and like shit like this with school. It's like, okay, but like school isn't a 24/7 thing, right? And then something like this defeats the purpose of that. Sounds suffocating. Well, shit, maybe you should get out of that habit, the master giant. Okay, compensate. Yeah, it's like, uh, for all those views, you couldn't customize yours. Same glad the rules are less strict. I mean, because it's like you'd think, the folks would be more on, like, let's say education and actually ensuring that they have a plan, post college. As opposed to shit like, the uniform. Barks and tugs, causes she always stumble. Yeah, that's fucking, big ass dog, like look at how huge he is, comparatively. Let's see, I'll see you at school. Shiz, you need to use the bathroom. It's actually like this was like I completely forgot about this character, right? But it's like, it's interesting, I guess, that we had this conversation. I assume it will have been with one of the R's, but back finish my book. The last page and snap the cover shut. Look down, billion more. Damn, dude's really getting into reading there, right? Holy shit, but it's like, god damn. Really tired. No idea why. Are you proud of me yet? Nope. Contemplate. He really fucking like asked that. Binging anime when my cell phone rings. Wait. Oh, I'm an idiot. I read this wrong. Not to contemplate ruin myself, but binging anime. My cell phone rings. Generally, I tend to binge like shorter shows. Like, again, all the black screen videos I made of shows that are like 1 to maybe 3 seasons long. I just find it, trouble and hard to commit to like some of the longer shows because it's like, okay, what's the payoff gonna look like here, right? So, speaking of the devil, it's here. Damn, that's crazy. What time is it? Why the fuck are you still up? Go to bed. Praise me up my literary accomplishments. And what is she calling you for? What's oh my god? And he's got the fucking FaceTime for her too, just like his fucking mother and Seor's route, right? Hello. Let's go and say hi. Yes, actually, it's like, hey, what do you want to? It's like, hey, today's our day off from each other. Chill the fuck out. Why are you calling me? Am I interrupting? It's like, no, but what was the reason? What's the purpose of this call, right? Let's finish one of the books. Which one? It's translate story about a thief who gets released from jail. Who's obsessed with the people who put him there. That's literally Stockholm syndrome. Let's see. I like to remind me feel a bit depressed. Shit, is this an actual book series or what? Let's see. He's definitely immoral. I mean, he's a thief. Shit, who the fuck cares, right? Gotta do what you gotta do, right? It's like, as long as you did it for a reason, sympathize. He lost everything while in jail and his family and couldn't find his way back. I mean, that's what happens with a lot of people, it's like, because it's like, shit, I mean, who knows how long you're actually spending in there? Like, if you had some like longer sentences, it's like you could legit come out and the world would just be like completely different from when you went in. So you can have slip back into his old ways. It's all the old ways. It's like people like I'm reformed. It's the new new me. But that's like they always go back to the old ways. Mentor gave him shelter and advice. When he started to become sort of damn, that's crazy. Commiserated with the lack of justice from the protagonist's point of view. But here's the issue: that's kind of a naive and idealistic thought that in every case scenario, in every situation, justice will be served. Because the issue is where does that justice come from, right? Okay, I guess the legal system, right? But that's also like that A has its loopholes and exploits, but then B also it's the people actually enforcing that are human, right? It's like it's not perfect, right? The main character spends the whole book calling his enemies traitors and dogs. And he gets killed by police dogs. He got killed by the dogs. Figure with story being a rather melancholic one. Hey, just like the talk that what's her face, Emiori was walking. Disagree with the protagonist's actions myself. See, the main character's life is unfair. I mean, life is unfair, right? You're an anarchistic ideas to hide his own flawed character. I mean, that's usually what people do. They back, what's it called? Like it's something to where like because obviously you're not going to outwardly show that I'm this flawed terrible person or human being, right? There's something you sort of use as a cover up, and that would be the case here, right? So first person stream consciousness, there's an element of unreliable there. Well, I mean, but that would seemingly be obvious if that's the case. So to try justifying some pretty bad things. Well, shit, how terrible, right? Death is the greatest equalizer. Shit, unless you're the pharaohs. So Shaw's Oh, does that actually happen? Futility of life. Supposed to say. He's like, damn, that's crazy. Present turn. I think the main character could have changed though, if he was a real person. I mean, because here's the thing, right? Some people, yeah, some people no. Like you can't like it's the whole nature versus nurture. It's something to where some people just can't change, right? Versus where some people, when given an opportunity, they will, right? Certain personalities and dispositions. Experiences can deeply change how they see the world. Certainly had the ability to change. He just didn't choose to or didn't want to, right? They become misanthropic and embittered. It's kind of touched on nature versus nurture. The biggest question regarding human condition. Literally, it's both. Like this isn't, people's environment. It's literally both. It's unironically both. Like it just this. It's a false dichotomy. Reading people's both your own fictional stories. See the characters develop through all the conflicts. So it's like a parent watching a child grow up, sped up to fin the few hours. Wait. I'm like, hold on. Few hours. If it's a big book, you're taking days, if not weeks, right? Become completely absorbed. It's amazing. They can even make you sympathize. Despicable people showing you how their mindsets are warped. Because I mean, it's like if they have a reason for it, right? Then you can at least like excuse them there. You know, that's the old sympathetic villain trope, right? Where it's like, oh, they're like, they do what they do for X reason. Person's personality can be attributed to nature and nurture. So every way you can measure. I mean, of course not, right? Good point. Praise one way that makes you more likely to enjoy. Well, I mean, that's literally just how the brain works, right? Like sort of the again, then that's the R side of it, right? But it's like that's what makes you like it. Like it's a self-fulfilling thing. It's released in a different way. It's just an example. I'm not a neuroscientist. So how much is the wrong question? Maybe more accurate, how nature and nurture interact. Then you enjoy it. Maybe send them more. She's like, damn, reassignment one complete. You have to work on yeah, it's like, wait, stop. It's like stop. I still got like a dozen in the hole, right? Count children's books. Always happy to share my love for literature. Hear the smile. This is the first time I picked up my what the fuck were you doing the rest of the day? I mean, you use mostly play games and read random posts. Of course you do. He's probably a redditor. Really quiet in a good way. It was cook, read, and go for a walk and talk to you. I mean, sometimes you need a day like that, though. Quite similar to mine. You're really rubbing off. It's like, hey, that's what are you trying to say there? Honest with you, I wish they could last forever. That's a good thing. Of course, if someone would kill for a dollar like you, bitch, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? It's like, what is that supposed to mean? Way implied, good one. Oh, all right, stepdaughter, right? Yeah. You know, uh, see, hung up for embarrassment how shy she is. You definitely better grades. Yeah, dude, just shut up. Take the out, right? Simply down yourself. Anyway, it's getting a bit late, so talk to you later. See you in school. What day is it? Smooth. It's like, damn, what a genius. Skip this. What a genius. 7 hours or so spent indoors. Honestly, though, Loki, it's like, honestly, with it's honestly not too bad. I'm saying this with like, my current line of work, with just how inconsistent and busy I am. Like, some weeks I work maybe like 20 hours. Some I work probably close to like 80, if not upwards of like, fucking. I wouldn't say triple digits. I wouldn't say, but definitely, there were some weeks where I've hit like 80, you know. Hmm. Your team weekends off is nice though. So, you know, again, that's what that comes down to. But so like this or like a 9 to 5, honestly ain't too bad. But it is something to where it's like, obviously he doesn't have a choice, right? Lost train to enter the rat race of corporate life, conditioning us to equate wealth to self worth. Dude, you don't even have a plan to get into corporate. Like let's be real here, right? If you don't like make it in that, it's like you don't need to worry about that because it's like then that's not what you're fucking doing. Versus where if you are, it's like okay, then yeah, you can complain, but it's like you know, like I understand you're trying to make like a meta, reference here, like concept, but you know, yeah, if you don't even make it in, right, it's like See, let's get dressed. Damn, that's crazy. For breakfast. The fuck you mean no time for breakfast? Myself running around toast. This is like the MC's like coming off today and then like making just wrong decisions across the board. He's like he's made like every single wrong decision he could so far. Snaking bread from the school store, melon bread, fucking fat ass, bro. Yeah, she and again bringing up Sayori, right? All right, dude, you're fucking fat ass, bro. Yeah, it's like why are you talking to yourself? You know, feel something niggling. See, it's weird. What are you fucking talking about? Nebulous feeling. Tell me I forgot something. It's Sayori, right? You know, it's got my homework. It's Sayori because normally walks with her. Oh my god, is it actually? It's probably not. It's actually Sayori, isn't it? This again, that's the big thing here. That's why I'm like, that's what he's referring to, right? The last time I walked with her was before winter break, virtually in front of the school. So overkill again, and I was saying how interesting it'd be, you know, or what again, you know, toss up or what, you know, that would potentially look like for her. So it's like again, you know, it seems like they are, you know, gonna kind of go in that direction, but it'll be interesting to see where they go with it. Time for school. She's in here. Go if I go look for her, I'll be late too. Like betraying her though. I step back towards the school gates. Just have to check up on her. Well, shit, yeah, no. If she doesn't show up, which is probably what's gonna happen. You know, then it's like, okay, what then and what there, right? Hard to get me earlier than me. I'm gonna catch up with her again, you know, but he keeps pushing off. That's the issue, right? You know, you keep pushing off until you can no longer work on it. And again, he's even bringing it up here, right? You know, making this point here, you know, that like what kind of happened, you know. This was then back then, but then, you know, all of a sudden now it's like, yeah, what happened? Just my head and close my eyes. Damn, fucking what the fuck? Like barely. And again, this it's interesting that he's having a whole ass flashback. Honestly, that's you know, that's it's kind of sus. It's like, okay, you know, why is this happening now? Like, what's going on? Like, what's gonna happen? I don't think it'll be, you know, uh, I don't think she'll kick the bucket, right? I don't think there will be any of that or like a suicide going on. Because then the question is, okay, how could we have avoided it? But it's like, what's, you know, what actually is can happen here? Because definitely it's leading and segueing into something, right? You know, again, because we're given that we're getting this there. Just messy as back then. It's kind of embarrassing. Thought that we get married or we thought. And then again, we know the context for this in Sayori's route. So don't really get what it actually is. And again, we know the context in Sayori's route. Everything stays same, but obviously that didn't happen. For a long time, nothing panned out the way he thought. She regrets losing contact. I mean, obviously, he only now, I guess, is kind of starting to regret it, but part despite being neighbors, and we know how she feels. So things are still different. I've definitely changed too. Now, damn, that's great. And then he just moves on like that. I'll never know anything. Yuri shows how much I've changed. Hang out with the loud mouths. So he's like just going off the old personality, right? Personalities are different. I become more and more like her. At least I hope so. What about her though? She doesn't have her flaws. I mean, of course, right? Social anxiety, and I'll be able to rub off on Yuri to and help her with that. Supposed to be able to cure her. I mean, that implies that she needs that curing, but for a future can see if you can be together with someone you care about forever. What the fuck happened there, huh? Oh my god, he's having a fucking nightmare, bro. I was like, wait, what's going on? What the fuck was that? That was never a thing in this mod yet. So you would be together forever. Wait, so why? That was when we were kids. And again, so he's literally having like a nightmare here. That's why you know it's his freaking internal like monologue. But this is actually interesting though that you know this is happening and that this is something that's happening and that's being brought up here, right? That he's seen in the flashback. Because it's like this is probably the biggest thing I've been wondering about, questioning the whole or at least this route, right? Is like, okay, you know, what's gonna happen? You know, what's gonna happen? What's gonna, you know, come of this, right? How are they gonna do her on, you know, years on? And for they haven't really done anything yet, but it seems like we're finally getting into it. So just leave me all alone. Let's see, is my friendship not enough? What happened? Thought you wanted me around again. We started walking together again. Guess I was wrong. And we know that was at the beginning. So And who is he really? That actually scared the fuck out of me, not even gonna lie. It's not like that. Same thing will happen to her. And again, we know that because then that's also the issue is like if it happened to one, who's to say it can't happen to another, right? What's preventing it from happening to her? So they'll break her heart, just like you did mine. But again, we know that that's unironically, her goal and the kind of mentality there, right? At least initially. But again, he's the one kind of trying to fight it. But the issue being he's tiptoeing that line, right? It's the old you try to have the best of both worlds, but or was it you try to have the best of both worlds, Um, you try to have what's there's a better term for it or phrase, you know, it's the old you want to have your cake and eat it too, right? But you can't really. That's the issue. Sometimes you need to pick sides and need to cut your losses there, as and when to do so. Let's see, why aren't you saying anything? Really, Ann? Please just say something. I don't want it to be like how it was. Leave me with that word for years, and because seemingly that was what was going to happen here, right? I guess the club is the only real thing keeping them together at this point, before, given how close he's with Yuri now. Not going to run away again. You can at least face me. Let's see, sorry. Let's see, but at times it won't change anything. We have to move on from this. Ours won't be able to fix in shoes. But again, the issue being obviously, also this is like a nightmare, this is like a dream. This conversation isn't actually happening. But the issue there being, again, like maybe if he had this conversation before, because that would be a bit naive and idealistic to think that, okay, you can kind of sort things out or hash things out now that you're officially, together with her. The issue being maybe if he had sorted out before or hashed things out before, I could see it, working out, right? Because then it's like, okay, she's there and roped into the process, right? But now it's like you can't just like do something like this and effectively like betray her, right? And then try to then come forth and be like, okay, let's just try to, work this shit out, hash it out. The time for that has passed, you need to cut your losses there, right? So mm, that's the issue there. There's really nothing you can do, right? Or at least in his scenario, like just because it's too late. The time has passed. He had chance, didn't take it. Oh well, you just got to move on. Let's look forward. You meet, but again, that's not what this is about. Friends forever. It's not what this is about. Yuri, past is never dead. It's not even past. Because again, it impacts the future and the present. Quote from Requiem of a Nun, Furry Nun by Faulkner. I expect you read any of his works, though. Damn, you fucking dumbass, bro. You able to keep up with me. I can tell you're being insincere every time we speak. It's not true. To keep all your false pretenses. So you'll come off as so intellectual. That is actually a legit thing, though, where motherfuckers like really try to act like way smarter than they are. You have to say for yourself. See, stop. Damn, this is why you don't fucking fall asleep in homeroom. I mean, why are you waking us up in the middle? Fucking let us sleep, bro. Want to sleep in class? You should really be. How about you mind your own business? It was just no shit, Sherlock. I want to get my bearings back once my head's. So it's like, okay, really, a reality's history class. How am I supposed to control how I wake up? He's really having this whole ass like conversation as fucking Sakurai's trying to teach, not sleeping. Yes, a bunch of times. Like you were supposed to be doing a group activity. That's why I'm like, there's no way he hasn't fucking caught on. He's been having like a whole ass discussion like in the middle of the class. Ben Sakurai waking you up. Yeah, yeah. Very good class rep you are. Letting your shut the fuck up, dude. Can report you if you want me to. How would that even work? It's like, yes, Mr. Teacher, I have a student who slept in class. Because I did that shit, right? Okay, to be fair, it was because I had early morning stuff, and then my first period was like math. This was senior year. And then I'd like legit we'd get like, and again, it was in the like at level class, so I wasn't doing anything crazy. So like I'd get my work, finish it, and literally like nap, basically. So all right, now just like, all right, we're done. It's my class for less eventful. I'm trying to stay. But again, the question is, how is he gonna, well, I mean, obviously he remembers, but how much of that is he going to actually take and try to apply to real life, and what's going on there? So again, that's the question there. Is Maka interesting? It's a new group chat. She made, wait, what happened to the old one then? Also, is Sayori there, right? That's the big thing. So no club today. Interesting. Because again, the question is, we haven't, they made a specific, you know, point and went out of their way to show us that, okay, he didn't walk with Sayori, right? He missed her there. Didn't go back to check her. He had the nightmare, no club, class rep meeting. Just quit sending fucking emojis in the chat. That cow emojis. Okay, guess Sayori's still alive, Zep I was about to say, guess she's still alive there. That's so at least we got that confirmation, right? Also everyone's colors, are are fucking, what would you call it? Are coordinated to them. Talking to myself. Military club around in my pockets. Watch everyone around me. Dude, it's one day. Chill the fuck out. You can hold on. So, this is literally what you used to do. Take what the fuck is going on? Burn my dude, like I was like, it's better be good. It's Yuri. Damn, that's crazy. Hi, what's up? I'm being too forward. Do you mind if I came up right now? Dude, she's like, it has to be now. Is do you want to hang out or well, it's maybe a bit strange, but a little too quiet. I mean, because again, we know, like, especially if you get in like the routine, like I can relate. It's something to where it's like because of like the athletics of it, like I'd rarely ever go home like immediately after school's out, like or school's over. Like, but when I did, it would be like, this like crazy thing where it's like, damn, I'm actually getting out of school at like a normal time, right? I'm actually getting home before it's like dark out before dinner. It's like, but it's like I enjoyed those days, but obviously you can't break the rhythm and schedule and habit there, right? Breathe the traditional sense, feel very unsettled. But again, because we know, obviously, I assume he'll learn at some point, figure it out. But we know about, her kind of issues there. So again, right? Because we know that because if we go by like New Eyes, she's been working on it, right? Trying to like get rid of her addiction there, right? But something or maybe like again, it's just too tempting, right? The big thing is temptation. Parents not home? No, they aren't. Let me meet you at your place, walk back, take the bus. You don't have to. She's like, I'm literally already on the bus there. I'm not doing anything else. It's fine. I won't walk by myself long. Again, and I agree with this. Sometimes you need some alone time and, to think. If you're sure, call me if you need me to come. Thank you. Be seeing you shortly. See you in a bit. You're just coming over. Damn, that's crazy. Really need to clean this place up. Just makes it more dirty. Would have been easier just to go, don't worry about it. God, I mean, he's never been in her place, so I wonder why. I'm breathing from clean things. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, how did it get that dirty since the last time? Doorbell rings. Look as frenzied as I feel. He looks terrible. Send me over on such short notice. It's good. What kind of Oh yeah, I was about to say he's like, damn, he's really saying that, but I forgot, they're official, right? So it feels a little surreal. It's think about how I'm dating her. And again, what about Sayori though? That's always gonna be, the age old the big question there, right? Is that's like what's she doing right now? How is she, right? Especially again, because now I'm really suspicious with them going out of their way to point that and shit out and make it apparent, earlier. Because then it's something to where it's like, again, with that, why would they do that if it weren't going to lead to something later on? So we consider your schedule too. My schedule's completely free. He's like, well, because I had the club, but then obviously got canceled. So it's like, what he had scheduled got pulled away. Gust of wind whistles in through the open door, momentarily causing us shiver. Dude, how are you that close to just fucking step inside? Gunprey literally just close the door. Like, definitely wow. That was my favorite season. June can be less than comfortable. I mean, but that's usually why we wear winter clothes, you like if you're wearing proper like clothing, it shouldn't be an issue there. Perfect remedy, cuddling together with a good book. Damn, that's crazy. But I was gonna say I'm actually more of a fall guy. I've grown a bit for a bigger appreciation of that season. Definitely. I used to be a summer guy, but that's just more so because wouldn't have to do shit during the summer. But Sound wonderful. Get you anything to drink? Hot tea you have. Oh, damn, that's crazy. You should just had the kettle going like while she was en route. Some Gruyere, but literally just anything. Hey, just mix them. Start searching through cabinets. Chance bacon supplies, spices. I don't even drink tea. This cake mix, a couple of packets of powder. What's this? What the fuck? Wait, what is? Wait, hold on. What is he about to do here? Shove a box of cake mix, a couple packs of powder. Wonder if this would do. Don't leave you waiting. What did he just make? What is because it's not he. What did he just make in terms of cornball? I don't fucking care about their conversation. What did he just make? Is he trying to like poison her? Like what's going on? Like what was that? Couldn't find any tea. You find this. You literally don't even know what did you just make? Oh, it's cocoa powder. It's fucking hot chocolate. That's why I'm like, read the powdered version. What do you mean? There's other versions? Am I an idiot? I don't think I've always had powdered versions. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've always had. Granted, because the big thing you can do to upgrade is use milk instead of water. But I'm pretty sure I've always had powdered versions. Venture side, maybe. None one turned out hot. That's why I'm like, dude, he didn't specify. And I'm like, what the fuck are you making? Two seem, damn, that's crazy. It's been mixed with tam froth. Look of anticipation. Typically, you never had it. That's why I'm like, that's not how you normally make it. Heat up the milk on the stove. What are you? Sometimes you don't even need to use milk. You can just use water. No, simply inferior device. No one cares. Of course. You gonna try it? Well, I mean, it's there, He's hesitant sip. Strange look. You expect instant power to be able to match up. Guess I'll need to try to find the real thing. What do you think? I really know how to describe it. Tastes is made from an instant mix. Well, shit, that's literally what is. Filling a warm kitchen with warmer laughter. Sighs contentedly, tracing the river mug. My mother making me hot cocoa during Christmas time. But again, we still, I mean, it's pretty much confirmed she's dead, right? But obviously we don't have that, you know, confirmation, or at least he doesn't. For making my cocoa as creamy as she could. And so, but again, we know this, right? Because ever since like however long ago we suspected that. I used to freely offer for many more things during the holidays. They end up being all of her peppermint bark. And again, she's just sidetracking the conversation, distracting there. Such a sweet tooth. His has shown propensity. And again, that's the whole chocolate thing. In elementary school, it definitely did. It grew out of it. One reason why she started teaching me how to cook was because I was always, again, it's like, shit, might as well do it yourself. Be more efficient there, right? Makes sense. I think she wished she could do that as well. She's a voracious eater. Damn, big ass word. Probably going to be in our parents' house in the home between the two of us. You guess the night. And again, he keeps bringing her up, right? But it's like, it's what I'm like, that sounds very familiar. Insatiable. Got that right. Damn. I have no idea why. Two of you spend your Christmas time together. For the past ones, practically thick as thieves within a week our first meeting. But then what happened? Because that's the question that raises. What happened? But every single Christmas until middle school. So you two, yeah, and then it's like, what happened, right? Kind of feel guilty, and you haven't really made up for it. Let's be real here, right? The diminishing of your friendship. I'm kind of naturally, so I guess it was. Oh no, around the time the divorce was happening, I'm preoccupied. That was contributed a lot. I see. No wonder you might have felt like not talking. Mom and I used to be really close. And again, that's so interesting because we see that in Sayori's when she comes over, right? We can see, again, kind of all that there. So still maintain a relationship with Sayori, right? But again, here's the thing. We know that that hasn't been the case since past Christmas, along with the rest of the club. Tell you, I've kind of dropped off again, right? That's the issue, is that that's not what's happening there, right? It's not enough to make up for everything. I'm not the only one with problems, right? Doesn't invalidate your issues. But again, the thing being, that's all, again, it's all naive and idealistic talk. Because what you're saying is all, fine and dandy and cool, right? Until you're dealing with a suicide, right? Like, let's be real here. You know, and again, to be fair, she does have a point where it's like, your own Like that's the old issue with like fucking, like what is it? A lot of people like dog on like the not just for this game, but like, in general, where it's like, okay, protagonists or like main characters, right? They're like, oh, you should be like solving everyone's problems. So it's like, you got your own, right? You got your own shit to deal with. But again, the big thing there, this is more so just an excuse to not actually work on that, which is the problem. Suddenly talk to her. Supposed to act all movie, such a bright, but again, we know it's all just a facade. It's all just a front. Don't even know much about her current life. I don't know who our friends are, whether she likes anyone, if anyone likes her. It's about back into her life again. She's got a point there, right? But it's also like the what this is implying though is that it's like that he hasn't already done that. That's the problem with him being in the club. If he wasn't in the club, different story. But because he is, he's effectively already done this. Expect that you do. Somehow confront the guilt. And again, it needs to be something where like it just has to happen. Fine, she doesn't blame you for anything. I think that's what she'd likely say. And again, we know, yeah, what is it? She could probably speak to him there. So she is the type of person to forgive and forget. Was like the optimist that kind of balanced out with my occasional cynicism. Damn, dude's edgy there. If you would fit be if you hadn't drifted apart? That's a good question. Because again, also raised that question. It's like, if this never happened, really close for one thing, probably be a lot more tired taking care of her. See the way she came out. She can come out, well, probably not because you don't live near here. Pretty neat, but in a good way. Don't exaggerate. After all, she is. And again, because I think here's the thing, and this is honestly probably where I'm going to end this. Yeah, this is probably where I'm going to end this here because it is again, I am exhausted. It has been 47, so that's like I'm satisfied there. But with what? But again, here's the thing. So Yuri's not an idiot, right? Again, I feel like because this is something where she's probably picking up on it more than the MC is. It's like, okay, like you like he needs to kind of be there for her and like spend time with her, right? Like he's already past that point of no return. So now he needs to actually work and confront his problems. And I think what she's realizing is that, not necessarily that she like stole him from her, right? But more so just like, okay, they were like it's almost, and again, this isn't like that she shouldn't be with him, but almost that maybe Sayori should have been the one to end up with him, if things had gone, well for them and they had never drifted apart. I think that's what she's trying to get at here. So you're the most oblivious. Yeah, you're a fucking holy shit, right? We hadn't drifted apart, I probably would have joined the literature club sooner too. Have met you. But again, here's the issue, right? He's trying to spin it this way, but he's almost like he's small braining this. Like he thinks he's like big brain this, but the issue is like, what he's failing to realize is this isn't, Yuri being like insincere and like testing him and like this isn't like a test. She's not being insincere. She's not trying to see how he'd react. Like this is something where because she's the big thing being she's friends with her too. Right? They're all mutual friends. Like she's probably genuinely worried or concerned, right? Natsuki, I could see being kind of indifferent, but Yuri's like you'd think, and I'm thinking that's what I'm trying to say here is that she's probably worried. And I think the point she's trying to get at is that, he kind of needs to care for her, right? But it's a really good save, maybe. But that's not the point of anything for these moments. Just talking and get cozy place. But again, it's he's going away, right? Says my imagination making it. She's not. Could I use the bath? Shit, we know what for, right? You know where it is, right? It's like, damn, I wonder what it's for, right? Now, please excuse me. It's like, it's like, what you always that because he's thinking, he fucked things up and that's why. But we know the truth, right? But again, the thing there being she cares about her too, right? She's, you know, like she's not saying that because it's something where like she wants to test him or is trying to put him on the spot there, like gauge his reaction or some shit like that. It's that he's the point she's trying to make is that he needs to kind of confront the guilt as she said, and actually make it up. Okay, that's why I was like, why the fuck is this going to black? It's cool. It's making feel like cheeks heating up. Guilt. Let's calm down. Huh? I managed to So developed narcolepsy. He's like, I have sleep apnea. Where's Yuri? She's still damn. Don't tell me he's actually gonna find out and catch her in the act. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, okay, there's too much happening at once. So it's been an hour. So what's up with her? She's still in the house, left, got a text or something. She didn't wake him up seemingly, but there's no way she'd be in the bathroom for an hour, right? Would be in character for not to want to disturb. Right? Don't tell me don't don't tell me he's gonna actually catch her. If he does, I'm gonna immediately end this. Oh my god. There's there's no way. It's been an hour. It's a sharp. Oh my god. Loud. Oh my god. And then the clattering. That's why I'm like, there's no way he actually catches her there. You hurt? Oh my god. This is actually how? This is actually how? This is you actually this is crazy. This is fucking crazy. Oh my god, this is crazy. I may need to take back, what I said about not going during the weekend because this is pretty fucking crazy here. Because just the whole fucking sequence of events, right? Like him like failing to figure out what's going on here, him literally fucking dozing off, waking up an hour later, she's still in the bathroom, doing that. And then he just fucking barges in. It's like, shit. Like here, because here's the thing. Like if you're in her shoes, you'd think after 10 to 15 minutes he'd come and check up on you because he's concerned, right? But she went the whole ass hour. That's actually crazy that this is how we knew it was gonna happen, eventually bound to happen, right? There were two things, right? This and then kind of, okay, whatever's going on with her home life, seemingly her mother being dead, father being MIA. But again, it's something to where it's like obviously, that'll come at a later time, and then now he's got this right, but I'm gonna end it here. This is we'll deal with in the next part. We'll worry about there. So, yep, that's all I've got for this one. That's it for this one. See you in the next one.